Look, dear one, the 11th minute, after 10 minutes through the G1 recording above here.
That's G1A.
Jesus is praying, isn't he? He's asking. And you say, but Marsha, you've said there's no point in asking. Why would Jesus be asking in a prayer? You've said prayer is, in some sense, not an asking, only thanks. Or at least not asking. Because he does everything that's right already. Why would you ask for God's will to be done? Because of what it means to an unbeliever. It means that we've got what is supposedly, from the sort of scriptural type point of view, the most wonderful person that's ever been in the world, talking to God and praying for us, asking. Well, if he's as wonderful as he is, and if God is accordingly, likewise, then for certain, God will say yes to what Jesus is asking. So if you're of the opinion coming from the world that, well, there's a lot of evil and God's fighting it and doing his best to keep up with it or overcome it, or he's on a losing battle even, the prayer is persuasive, to say the least. I mean, surely his God, Jesus' God, is going to say yes to Jesus' request. And what's his request here? Well, of course, it's in a beautiful way. It's not about himself. There's nothing about crucifixion coming up or something like that, which supposedly the story next presents, although I think it's an addition or conceivably. It's all about you. He's praying for his disciples, his followers, those that believe on his followers, which is you and I. It's all about us. It's all about the ones that are in the world, his children, both those that know him and, I believe, those that don't know him. Hence we're sent, and hence he was sent, that we might know him and be blessed accordingly. So that's why John 17's there. You could say it's an enigma. Of course it's an enigma. It's not according to the rationality and the logic of this world in some sense, and in another way it is. You have to speak in the world's language. How does the child think? He doesn't know. He's in ignorance. He can't be sure. He can't handle it, and he can't reason too well either. I mean, he's not a master of logic or the great philosopher. And if he were, it would still be tragically incompetent compared to God. Do you see? So we have a prayer. Not one of many. It's the only prayer we have of him. Even the Our Father, the Lord's Prayer, is, well, he's supposed to be teaching his disciples there. He's not actually talking to God. He's saying how they should pray because they ask him in the story. But John 17 is him talking. You would think he'd talk about himself, especially as he's leaving. No. In a sense, he says he's already in the going. He's gone. He's not in the world, but they are, you and I. And he's praying for us, because we would want to pray if we knew God was wonderful, but didn't entirely understand things yet. We would say, why can't you help me? I'm in difficulty. I'm in trouble. I have a need. So John 17 is very reasonable to the world. It's appropriate to the children whose trust and faith might be dodgy, to say the least. That's Of course, if they're too far in ignorance, if you like, of God, then they won't even listen to the prayer. It's just nonsense. Stuff and nonsense, boy. Be in a job by Monday, as my dad said to me. You know. Not that we were talking about religious things, I mean, but I know his manner and his ways. With my earthly dad I'm talking about, not God, you understand. Do you see the importance of having God's name as sacred? That if one says Dad, it should mean, from the point of view of the story, our Heavenly Father, nobody else. Call no man on the earth Father, Master, Lord, Guru, Teacher, Confidant, Mentor, Priest. Call no man Father, no man Dad, for one is your Father in heaven. That's what Jesus teaches, not what Christianity has fashioned itself on, nor other religions, you know, I mean Hinduism, I mean the guru is everything, isn't it? Buddhism, the same. The teacher is everything. There you go. Jesus' story is not of this. It really is in a place apart, isn't it? And I think you really have the essence of it in what is presented as Jesus praying for you and me. How lovely. And if you're a non-believer, but someone looking and longing and searching, wouldn't you give great attention to the one prayer, the one conversation that Jesus has with God? You'd be drawn to that as, well, if I'm going to find the truth of things in this story at all, it should be here, where he's talking to God. What's the subject? You and me. Wow. You could say simply, what a wonderful chap. Or you could say infinitely, my goodness.